Imagine standing under a sky that has been torn apart. The sun is brought close. The earth is shaking. Every soul is terrified. Thirst burns your throat like fire. You have been waiting for what feels like forever. No shade, no water, no escape. And then, in the middle of that fear, you see it. A shining basin. Clear, pure, beautiful. One sip from it, and you will never feel thirst again. Allah tells us in the Quran that on the day of judgment, people will stand in distress. In Surah Abasa, He says, faces that day will be worried and covered in dust. In Surah Al-Hajj, He describes people as if they are drunk, but they are not drunk. The fear is just that intense. It is a day when every soul is thinking only about itself. Now picture yourself there. The world you knew is gone. No phone, no friends, no status, no followers. Just you and your deeds. The Quran tells us the sun and the moon will be joined together. The mountains will crumble. The sky will split. This is not a small event. This is the day of truth. The day when nothing is hidden. People will be thirsty. But this thirst is not normal. It is the thirst of fear, the thirst of waiting, the thirst of standing before your Creator, knowing every secret is about to be shown. And then Allah gives a promise to the righteous. In Surah Al-Insan, Allah describes a drink that is pure, a drink mixed with sweetness, a drink from a spring called Salzibil. In Surah Al-Mutaffifin, He speaks about a sealed drink, pure and untouched. Its seal is musk. And in Surah Muhammad, He describes rivers in paradise of water that never changes in taste. But before entering the gates of eternity, there is a moment where Allah honors certain people with relief before the final entrance into paradise. A drink, a mercy, a sign that safety has begun. Can you imagine that feeling? After fear comes calm. After thirst comes one sip, cold, pure, perfect. It touches your lips and runs through you. And suddenly, the stress of that long day begins to fade. You know now, you made it. You are safe. This is not fantasy. These descriptions come from the words of Allah. He tells us again and again about pure drinks prepared for those who believed and did good. He describes cups passed around among them. No harm in it, no bad effect, only peace. But here is the part that should make you think. Not everyone will receive that relief. The Quran speaks about faces that day that are bright and shining, and faces that are dark and humiliated. Some people will run toward mercy. Others will run from punishment. So ask yourself honestly, if that basin appeared in front of you, would you be called forward? Or would you be held back? In this life, we chase drinks that do not even satisfy us. We spend money on things that quench thirst for a few minutes. But Allah is offering something eternal. A drink after which there is no thirst ever again. The people who receive it are not perfect. They are believers. They tried. They repented. They prayed even when they were tired. They walked away from sin even when it was tempting. They remembered Allah when others forgot. On Life After Death Stories, we talk about these scenes because they are real moments waiting for us. Not stories made to entertain, but reminders meant to prepare. Imagine standing in that massive crowd. You are scared. You do not know your final result yet. And then your name is called toward mercy, toward shade, toward a drink prepared by your Lord. How would that feel? All the nights you prayed alone. All the times you held back from something wrong. All the quiet doers nobody heard. In that moment, it was all worth it. Allah says in the Quran that the righteous will be given a drink that is pure and cleansing. He says they will recline on couches, looking at each other in happiness. He says no fear will be upon them, nor will they grieve. But notice something powerful. The drink comes after struggle, after accountability, after standing in truth. This life is short. It feels long sometimes, but compared to eternity, it is nothing. A few decades here, forever there. One sip before entering the gates of eternity. That sip represents acceptance. It represents forgiveness. It represents that Allah is pleased, and the door to that future is open right now. Every prayer you delay matters. Every sin you hide matters. Every act of kindness matters, because on that day, small things will not be small anymore. The thirst of that day is real, but so is the relief. So which future are you walking toward? As you listen to this, your heart is still beating. That means your story is still being written. You can still turn back. You can still increase your good. You can still aim for that moment of honor. Close your eyes for a second and picture it. The chaos, the fear, then the calm, the basin, the first sip, and the gates of paradise opening ahead of you. If that image touched you even a little, don't ignore it. Share in the comments what you hope to feel on that day. Like this video so more hearts can remember what truly matters. And share it with someone you care about, because maybe together we can remind each other to aim for that blessed sip before eternity begins.